Yo, what is going on, guys? We are here talking about another video about the Utah Jazz. And oh my god, I love talking about this basketball team because every time the critics and everybody's like, look, they're about to collapse, they're not doing as good, they come back and bite you right in the butt and tell you, hey, we might have slipped for a game or two, but look, we know how to fix ourselves, we know how to fix our problems and come back and attack them harder than ever. And that's the best thing. That's what a good basketball team does. When they struggle or they have problems, they recognize those problems through film and by analyzing their game, and they're addressing those problems head on and improving, turning those problems into strengths or negating them from being bad. So I want to hear down below, what do you think is the most impressive part of this like run for the Jazz so far? I think it's just that all the role players are hitting every single cylinder that's needed. Like if you look over here, Joe Jingles in the last 10 games is shooting 62% from the floor and 60% from three. I saw a stat where he was shooting 82%. It was like 18 out of 23 three-pointers he's made in the past 3 games, which is like an NBA record. This guy's been averaging about 15 points the past 10 games, getting about a steal a game, dishing out about 3.5 assists, grabbing 4 rebounds, and doing this all in 27 minutes a night. Joe Jingles is the most underrated role player. He's their secondary ball handler when he's on the court. He runs the offense almost as smoothly as their point guards, and it's just so much fun to watch Joe Jingles go out there. I know I'm calling him Joe Jingles. If you guys don't know why I'm saying that, I know it's Joe Ingles, but I know a lot of people have been calling him Joe Jingles. So I really like that. Tell me if I'm wrong. I love the Joe Jingles thing, so I'm going to continue calling him Joe Jingles because I love him. I just love watching him play. Another guy that I don't think gets enough credit is Royce O'Neill. And in these past 10 games, again, he's also been shooting 39%. And for the season, he's been shooting 41%. And he is a defensive sub. He's usually guarding one of, if not the best other teams, like a offensive player always. Unless they're like a point guard or a shooting guard. But for the most part, he's guarding the other team's best wings. And some shooting guards too. And it's just, he goes in there, he does a lot of the hustle work. He should be a second team all NBA defender. If he's not, he's getting robbed, and it's because he's been literally playing 32 minutes a night. This guy's phenomenal, and I don't understand why he doesn't get enough recognition because he's just so good and he's a starter. It's not even he's coming off the bench, he's a starter. Like Joe Jingles gets more recognition, and he deserves the recognition that Joe Jingles get, but Royce O'Neill should just get as much as attention as Joe Jingles does because he does just as good as Joe Jingles is on offense. That's how good Royce O'Neill is on defense, in my opinion. And a man that a lot of people say Rudy Gobert isn't that good. And whoever says that, you're dumb. The way he controls a game by his rebounding, if they didn't have, he literally controls a game by rebounding. When you rebound, you get second chance points opportunities, you get to start the fast breaks, you get to win in transition, and it's all those things that when you come down, rebounding's so important. His shot blocking so incredible that basically if there's a guy like Giannis or another player who really likes to attack the rim, you force them to take the jump shot and beat you with a perimeter game instead of inside because no one's getting inside when the Eiffel Tower is standing there. And that's what he is. He's just this guy who is phenomenal. I just love watching him go to work. It's just so much fun, and it's just something that I continue to enjoy day in and day out because of how he controls the game. And he should win, Ben Simmons probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year, but Rudy Gobert deserves it. Every year he deserves it. And it's crazy what he's doing because he's in the past 10 games, he's been shooting 66% from the floor, averaging 16 points with 4 blocks a game. It's amazing. And a steal a game, that's awesome. Then you got, I don't know if you guys heard my dog just now. She just barked really loud. You guys probably did hear that. And then you got my man, Yom Bogdanovic. And on the season, he's been shooting 41%, 37% from 3. And he's about 15 points. In this 10 games, he has been cold. And that's why Joe Jingles has been going off, because he's the guy who's been coming in, hooking up the offense, making sure everybody's rolling. And it's been awesome to see. Another guy who's, with Bojan Bogdanovic not hitting his shot, shooting 31% the past 10 games, Donovan Mitchell really has stepped up his game. He's shooting 35% from 3. Yeah, that's not amazing, but 37% for the season, 35 in the past 10 games, 42% from the floor. But he's been scoring 29 points in these past 10 games. That's almost 5 more. That's 4 more, but than what he's been averaging 25 on the season. And he's such a good defender. Honestly, Donovan Mitchell is what everyone thought Victor Oladipo was going to develop into. I'm going to be honest. Donovan Mitchell is what people thought Victor Oladipo was going to develop into. This two-way, good offense, amazing offensive player, amazing defensive player who can facilitate offense. He's a good passer. Look, he's almost averaging 6 assists a game. It's just so much fun to watch Donovan Mitchell. He's just really is a superstar in this league. And if anybody doesn't agree with me, I don't know if you've been watching basketball. Another reason Joe Jingles has been shooting great is Jordan Clarkson's still getting his points, but he's been shooting the past 10 games 30% from 3 and 35% from the floor, getting only 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and 15 points. That's down from his 17.5 on the year, 36 from 3 and 43% from the floor. And everyone goes through the rough patches. This guy is still the 6th man of the year. That no one's going to take that from him. But yeah, I just love this team. I love talking about this team. This is just a fun team to talk about. Always so much fun. And then you got Mike Conley, who I think in this stretch has been amazing. 42% from 3, 47% in the past from the floor, and in the past 8 games, he's been getting 16.5 points, getting a steal a game, dishing out 5 assists, and grabbing 3 boards. Man, this team, this is the best part about the Utah Jazz, is when, like this, Bojan and our guy Jordan Clarkson have not been shooting well, and they're still getting their points, but they haven't been shooting well. And that's when you see guys like, how I just said, their teammates, Royce O'Neill, Mike Conley, Joe Ingles, Donovan Mitchell, all see, okay, Jordan Clarkson and Bojan, their shots aren't hitting. We need to pick up the pace. We need to shoot better than we normally shoot to make up for that. And they see that. And you've also seen it, I think, a guy who's underrated, and I think I really like him. Derek Favors is awesome. I love Derek Favors. Obviously he only plays like 15, 16 minutes a night. Same guy, Georges Niang. I love that guy. I know he doesn't play much, but he's a good part of the team, and he comes in and gives them good shooting for a good amount of time, and it's fun to watch. It really is fun to watch. This is a team that, the one trade that I would like them to see them do is to get a guy like Thaddeus Young. Imagine if this team had Thaddeus Young. They would be awesome if they had Thaddeus Young. And sorry, I think you guys just saw that and heard that. I was just moving that down. I thought it didn't look good. But yeah, Thaddeus Young is interesting due to the fact that he's been playing like a poor man's prime Draymond Green. I'm trying to see how to get this to look better. Oh, it's so much harder when you do it without looking at the camera. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. You just want to I'm trying to get rid of the shadows behind me, and that's how you do it. You put light, so there's no shadow, see? No shadow. And one of the guys that I would like to see them get is Thaddeus Young, because imagine if they had coming off the bench to play the power forward position, Thaddeus Young. That would be awesome. Imagine if they trade Thaddeus Young. I mean, they might have to give up a few of the young guys that I do believe are going to become very good rotational pieces for them. So you go with, should they do that? I don't know. It's an interesting question, and it's something time will tell. But this Utah Jazz team is the best team in the NBA, and I really do. I think they're the least their floor is the NBA Western Conference Finals. I think they can make it to the NBA Finals. They just have to go through the Lakers or whoever's there. I do believe the Lakers are going to make it. But yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much it from me today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me hear your comments down below. Where do you think they're going to go? But that's about it, guys. Till next time.